We're going to talk about templated ads. This whole course is about templated ads. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I mean that the ads are going to look very similar and you're going to be using a template. You are going to love this so much. I hope. You've seen me talk a lot about templated ads if you've been the last couple years, because I started showing you how to use templated ads back in New Mover Marketers, if you got that, which is just a smaller New Mover. And then I have community cards. They look like this. They're templated ads. I've never shown you these on a 9x12 before. I do mostly these community and smaller mailers, but wait till you see this on 9x12. The concept is that everything looks very cohesive. Everything looks similar, but it really, really works well on a 9x12, and you'll see why in a second. What I don't like about, there's nothing wrong with 9x12s in general, the traditional way of having every ad custom made from scratch. But we talked about in the last video, it's a lot of work. And one thing I don't like, I've grown to really not like about 9x12s is that they can look like total messes. They can look like big jumbled messes. You're making 16, 12, 14, 16 ads custom made from scratch. Everyone's ad is going to look different. And you end up with, whenever you have something totally different, 16 of them, 8 of them on one side, 8 of them on the other, it can really easily look like a jumbled mess. I'm going to use this card that I had laying around. I don't know whose it is. It's old, but I had it laying around. I don't want to get it too up close because I don't know if, I don't want to show other people's ads and stuff. But this is, look at this. This is your typical 9x12. What they look like. They're just big jumbled messes. You've never really heard me say that before, but the God's honest truth is that they look really messy. So when someone gets this in the mail and all they see is a ton of stuff, it is hard to process all of this. Every ad is made from scratch, so they all look wildly different. There's no real cohesive similarity. It doesn't look like a nicely well thought out card a lot of times. It looks like just a jumbled coupon mailer thing, and that's okay. Like, people will get it and still look at things. But if you want to improve that visibility and you want to make it look a little bit classier, using templated ads and having a nice, consistent look across all of the ads has a lot of benefits, has a ton of benefits. Another thing I don't like is everyone is vying for attention. Everyone wants their ad to stand out, right? And maybe you want to make sure the ads stand out, or this one pops, or this one sticks out from the rest. But if someone's ad is sticking out, that means the other ads aren't. And everyone is just kind of trying to get an ad that looks good, and you can't. It ends up being everyone's doesn't look as good as it could, and it's just a jumbled mess. That is how most 9x12s are. If you objectively look at them, and I bet if you were to take a poll and get honest feedback of someone getting templated cards versus a jumbled mess, the templated ones would be more well received. You'll see what I mean in a second. I've downplayed these hurdles of design. They're just the amount of work involved in putting these together. I don't want you to be struggling with design. Like, that shouldn't even be an issue. The tougher part of a 9x12 should be the selling, really, not design. You shouldn't have a card go bad because it got hung up for a month waiting on one person. Design should not be a roadblock. I don't want design to add any stress to you. So getting rid of custom ads from scratch is a really good direction. Here is the jumbled mess. And no offense to whoever put this card out. I don't even remember. This is how they come out. When you make ads, each ad looks great on its own, but you slap them all together on a card. You can't really make it all consistent. There's other things that can be improved too, but if you template this thing the way I'm going to show you, take a look at this. This is a templated ad or card. This is what I'm going to show you how to do, and you will not believe how easy this is and how much the amazing creations you're going to soon be able to make. This is a fully templated 9x12. This is based on this layout, which I got to shout out. I love to give credit to anyone where credit is due. This layout is slightly modified by me, but this is a layout made by Greg Pozzarina, who's a longtime 9x12er and excellent designer. He's a full-time professional graphic designer. But he came up with this layout, which I love. And although he doesn't use templated ads, he has designed many 9x12 cards for other members using this evenly instead of all these mixtures of different ads, very evenly made ads, spaces. They're not like 100 different sizes. And at most, you have someone taking 2 spaces like this. And if you look in the example, you'll see that it's just the templated ads put in each one. And then you have this called the column, which we'll get to. But look at this. It's beautiful. It's classy. It's elegant. You get it in the mail. And depending on the color schemes you use and stuff, it can look really like this one looks really elegant. Everyone's ads are consistent. Now think of the benefits of having consistent ads. This arrives to someone and they immediately know, oh, I should check this out. And they can quickly look at each ad. Whereas you can't quickly look at something like this. This takes a lot of time to process. There's just so much going on. Where here, everything is in the same spots, neatly arranged and organized. It's easy on the eyes. It gives off a vibe. And you are in control of that. You'll see, I'm going to give you total control. You're going to make these. You're going to make these with zero design experience. You're going to have so much fun doing it. You're just going to click some buttons and it's going to happen. Wait till you see this. But this would be the other side where you have the ads and you can see that it may not be evident at first, but the ads on here the coupons on here are in a different location than the other. So they don't conflict. The one side is higher than the other so that they don't conflict. But you just have a nice, even, easy. These are the benefits of templated ads. It's clearly a deals card. You're gonna get the card in the mail and the person is gonna know that this is, okay, these are deals on here, which is good. They don't have to process, what is this thing that just got sent to me? It's very clear these are many deals of local businesses. Wait till they see that it's not all these corporate things. It's all local businesses. Your branding becomes more evident. When it's so cohesive, you can stay with the branding colors. It's very clear who sent this. Your branding won't get mixed up amongst this sea of a million different jumbled ads. You can still make things individual. So even though the ads will have a similar look to them, you can do things like changing the color of one of the ads. You can change the font of another one. You can add more information to one. It still allows you to have, if people want their ad to be slightly more individual, you can change things around while still keeping it looking similar and cohesive as the rest of the card. Another great thing is you can charge more for custom design. I don't know too many people who run 9x12s, myself included, that successfully charge for design. It's just not, it doesn't make a lot of sense to charge someone $50 or $75 for design because we're trying to eliminate those hurdles in closing and we want to give them free design and we just pay for it out of the revenue of the card. But this way, you don't have to charge anything for design because they're forced to use this template. And if they want something super customized, you charge them for it. And then it makes sense. And it's not, okay, I'll just use the template. Or they pay for it. So you win either way. These are easy to make. I'm going to show you how easy these are to make. They're easy to proof when you have a templated ad. There's no back and forth. It's just, okay, I'll just put the information in, send them a thing, you get the okay. There's no revisions. And I don't like this. Can you start this one over from scratch? Can you make it this way? And no, all this back and forth is just eliminated. It's so much easier to proof, which means you're going to get paid. You can get paid right on the spot. You can take their information, get paid, send them a proof, get an okay. You don't have to get the whole design made and stuff. It just quickens the time that you get paid, shortens the time of everything. No one wants to deal with that. And it cuts out that designer's cost. Again, no offense to the excellent designers, but they're still going to have a place in this too. Everyone's going to love these templated ads. I hope you like that. Next, we're going to talk about the space in between. It's going to be a short video, and then I'm going to show you how to actually make these ads.